Nothing to something. Episode X. We kind of lost count. I don't
Episode
know how the
X.
hell that
I
happened.
think it's 6. I think.
Could be 6 or 7. I think
I
it might be 7. I'm confident it's 7. I don't know. I feel like we've been doing this for a while.
yeah,
But all right.
maybe. Could be 12.
All
I
right.
don't know. All right. Uh, Let me find the article. What are we gonna start
Let me,
with? Actually, I got it right here.
yeah. Oh, look at this. Look at this. You guys, this is freaking great. I can click around. I can get things done.
All right. Here's for you. You can go look
Make
at
it
it on here.
6. Okay.
And here's it for the chat. I don't know if anybody still plays GTA 5. I think I've seen a few people from here still playing it, but the issues that they're having right now with modders. Me and Phip saw this last night. They ban people from modding the game. Not cheating on their own on GTA servers, Rockstar servers, but they ban people for making their own little project that's separate from there, but it requires a Rockstar Social Club login, so only people who buy the game can play it. And GTA banned these people.
Yo. All right,
Just
guys.
banned them.
Guys, if you don't understand how screwed up this is, like, these guys follow the rules. All right, let's stress that. All right. They took the single player files and modified them so they work multiplayer. And on top of that, they made sure that you had to use Rockstar login still. So there's none of this, oh, you download the game illegally and then you get to play it. It's not like a World of Warcraft private server or
Yeah.
something. You know, like, this is legit following the rules. And Cliffle brought up an amazing point last night that no, but Sotos, they didn't mod the multiplayer.
They didn't. They did their own multiplayer, their own separate servers, because it's supposed to circumvent the fact that it's peer to peer. So you're gonna get in laggy, really laggy games with people. You know, laggy heists. You don't want that. And they wanted their own server where people could actually mod stuff and add stuff to it, and have their own little lobbies and shit. And
Mm-hmm.
why Rockstar doesn't want to allow that, I'm guessing, is because they don't want people having fun outside their server. You know, they want people to buy their money still. You know how you can buy cash in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Mm-hmm.
that's what it is. I think that's one big part of it.
I mean, I mean, look, man. At the end of the day, I understand it, right? The more people that aren't using your server, the less money you make, right?
Yeah.
Because now it's like you know, instead of them grinding out their gold for or whatever the hell, like, you know, they're doing heists and whatever the hell to get money to buy cars. Now all of a sudden they go on a server where it's just like, well, cars are just handed out to you, you know, everything's just readily available, and you're still playing with your friends. And it's like, no, 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 we can't let you have that type of fun.
Yeah.
Have you lost your mind?
And another thing, Sotos, is that technically they didn't even mod the multiplayer. They only used single player files, so it didn't go against Rockstar's rules and their guidelines for it. So they were completely within the rules. But you know,
I don't know how I feel about this one, guys. I'll be honest with you. I'm very up in the air. I'm kind of disappointed.
I like
Um,
GTA, but that's crazy. I mean, I got banned a while back. I mean, Sotos and them will tell you. And I think it's because I joined a hacked lobby because there was no other way I could have gotten banned. I wasn't doing
mhm.
anything else. I hadn't even played the game for like 2 days, and I came back and I was banned. And yeah, they banned me for like a month. I emailed trying to see what was going on to get it repealed, and they said it was. They sent me back some sort of automated message saying, you know, uh, what was it? No reply. We are investigating your account, and we'll get back to you. I never got anything else after that. They said they got my ticket and all that, and it never got repealed. So I just waited a month, and I got back onto it, and everything was normal for the most part. But Everybody kind of
Damn,
stopped playing
dude.
by then too. It
Yeah,
stopped.
everybody. I mean, you see, there goes the thing. Like within our group, we stop playing games pretty fast,
Yeah,
right? Like we
big
go
time.
through games. Yeah, well, like what game was it that we picked up? Not Arcade. Urban and Sosa are doing Arcade. We picked something up, dude.
Guild Wars
As
2.
like, whoa, it was Good Wars 2. Yeah, and like we were playing it, and then I think like I don't even think like a full like I don't even think 2 weeks passed, and we're like, all right,
Now, I was
on to
still
something
playing it,
else. Oh
but
yeah. Clifford, but Clifford needs the click to play with. Anybody here that plays Guild Wars 2, Clifford plays. All right,
yeah,
he loves
sometimes
that game.
I still play it. I really enjoy that game. We've been looking for games for a long time.
Yeah, dude, it's been rough. And then the thing is that like you see, this might have brought GTA to a new light, right? This probably would have helped with people creating fresh content, new heist, things like that. You know, can you imagine like bringing the like unlocking the game, bringing it to a next level? But instead, these guys are just like, nope. If it's not us providing us the multiplayer content, we don't want you guys doing that at all. I don't know, dude. I I'm just losing confidence in like all these gaming companies. The thing is that I don't really care as much as like other people would. Like I know Zot plays the game a lot. I know there's like a few people that play GTA like religiously. Like they love that game. I'm not at the point where like I would go on the forums right now and complain about this. I'm not there. Like I don't play the game to justify that. But like anybody that's a part of the GTA community, honestly, I feel as if they should like say something because this really isn't right. These guys did something that was legit, and because you know it's kind of like how Twitch handled like the last situation. They just are like, well, we're gonna ban you, but we don't know the exact grounds, but we're just gonna do it because you know that's what we need to do. It's like explain yourself at least as a company. You know, be straightforward with the consumer. Like, dude, that's a lot of money that you made off of us, and not one legit word.
Yeah,
No, man,
pretty shisty.
kind of concerning. Yeah.
I was hoping Rockstar wasn't going to be like that, but I mean, even from the outside, you look at it and you're like, wow, why, why would you even do that? Why is that a smart business model to have?
Yeah.
I mean, fuck your cash shop, man. You made so much money off the game already. And
Mm-hmm.
why do you gotta ban people for trying to have fun with the game?
Yeah. I don't understand it.
It's never a good idea to treat your community like that, ever,
It isn't. It isn't,
and your
dude.
consumers.
Yeah, exactly. And I just read what Miss Girl said. The game community is fast moving. Once you fuck with shit, pews move on. Sometimes you don't have to fuck with anything, Miss Girl, and people are move on. Like
Yeah,
literally, seriously. Last night we were talking. Cliff and I were just talking about like gaming and like how easy it is for us to just like I was a strictly MMO player for the longest time. You couldn't convince me to play anything else. Only game types I knew were multiplayer games, and not even multiplayer. It had to be MMO. That's all I played. EverQuest One, Ultima Online, and like eventually it just got to this point now, guys, where like you play MMO for like you might give it like 2 months and you just feel tired of it. Like it just doesn't have the same life it used to. Like,
yeah,
and I don't know what happened. Like I have no clue where shit just went downhill. Like, like I was saying to Cliffle, like there were, I remember having to do dailies back in the day, but it didn't feel like I was doing dailies. Like, like it felt like I don't even know the right word, Cliffle. Like I don't know, like it felt authentic, I guess at the time. Like you know,
yeah. It was
you were
actually fun.
doing it. Yeah,
Like
yeah. You know,
you're in it. You were into it. It wasn't like a chore to get on and like, okay, I gotta do this today
mm-hmm.
to get my shit. Yeah, gotta log
Yeah,
in today and do my work. I don't know.
yeah. And it just got to the point where now it's like now I'm just like if any MMO I log into, it lacks the yeah. Do not click that.
Yeah,
Um, it's you know what the thing is. I think one of the biggest things that happened, Cliffle, with MMOs is the lack of grouping. Like it got to the point where everything was like you could do most things solo. A lot of things solo, dude. And I think once that happened, I kind of just like I lost the I guess like the joy in MMO because that was like the social experience. You know, you go on, you you talk to like your favorite people that you know in your
Hmm.
guild, even if they're not in the guild. You guys all know each other. You know each other for what classes you play, and then you know you take it from there. Now you just like you log into MMO and everything is done solo except like the raid content. Everything else you can do solo.
And that's why I think a lot more team-based games, like just PvP games, like MOBAs and shit like that, are they're pretty popular because it forces
Mm-hmm.
you to be on a team, forces you to group together and talk together and stuff.
Yeah.
Even though most of the time they're gonna be talking,
Oh
cursing each
yeah.
other out.
Yeah. Even if you're toxic as fuck, it's still like
Still
people still
social
want that.
interaction.
Yeah. 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 You still have that social interaction. Now you don't have it at all,
Yeah.
guys. Social interaction is like completely gone.
I mean, I'm guilty of it. I'll play an MMO and I'll solo for a long time just because
Mm-hmm.
I don't have anybody else playing with me, and the game doesn't really put me in a situation where I can be social with people because you don't need to be.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the thing. You don't need to be social. Don't
Yeah,
get me wrong. Like I don't miss Final Fantasy 11 days. And no
yeah.
way am I gonna say that. Like I don't miss
Huh.
those days.
They need
Like
to
I'm
find a
not sitting here.
balance.
Yeah. Yeah, like I'm not saying we need to be on a schedule here. Like, yo, Cliffle, I'm gonna be on at 7 o'clock tonight. Make sure everybody else in the group is ready. Make sure we have all the pots and everything that we have. They need to be done before 7. like, like, dude, that's how bad it was with Final Fantasy 11. Like, when you're about to go out grinding, you have to be on the schedule, and
Yeah,
everybody, and if somebody misses out, you're like, yo, we can't backpedal for you.
and
Sorry.
you're out there for hours too,
Yeah,
killing the
hours, dude.
same stuff over and over.
Doing the same exact combo of attacks. You're just like, yo. And God forbid somebody dies.
Oh yeah, that
Yo,
sucked. It
if
sucks so bad.
somebody, if you died in Final Fantasy 11, EverQuest 1, those games were punishing, dude. XP drop. You remember just dinging and then losing your level?
Yeah, yeah. When I first started out, and I didn't really know the mechanics of Final Fantasy 11 when I started playing. First time that happened to me, like I just leveled up. Boom, lost experience.
Lost it. Dude, I remember like almost crying. Because like when I died, that was like 2 hours worth of XP. That's a I was like, guys, I can't right now. I gotta go. I just can't do this right now. Like, yo, you're just thinking about your time. Like, you're looking at it and you're like, yeah, is
Imagine
this really
being the
worth it?
cause of the wipes too, like causing your whole group to wipe.
Oh my god. No, Miss Girl, you know what's funny is that I'm not sure if you know that's what we use here. I think it's I don't know. I think it's exclamation minus. We've been using that for like forever, but that 50 DKP minus, that's like those are the days of WoW that I come from. It was just rough overall. A
I,
state of unrest. Yeah, Alan Bain, you know what's up.
I never knew what DKP was, and I looked it up a while back and read up on it. It's like a currency that guilds used
Mm-hmm.
for loot rolls.
Yeah, yeah. Now it was a pretty flawed system in a way, right?
Yeah,
Because what would happen is, especially in certain games, it was pretty bad. Certain games, DKP. Oh, look, Luffy's been playing the solo, bro. Luffy, what server are you? Are you playing
good
on the
game.
Russian server or are you playing on a Korean server? But you know, I think about it, dude. Like the DKP system got abused heavy. You never experienced it, right? Like you
Nope.
never had to experience it. Like what you would do is you complete a raid boss, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you collect points, right? You can. There it goes. All right. So yeah, it's only the minus is only for mods. That's how like I know if I come on the wrong screen or something. So um you can sit there on your points, Cliffle. Like you could be an off tank, bro. Off tank, right? And you
Right?
sit so much on your points that it gets to the friggin' point, dude, that out of nowhere, now you're like, yo, you know what we're gonna do? I got this. I'm gonna actually throw my DKP at the fucking main tank. Like find the main tank gear drops that you know he deserves. You know he does, and this is the reason you're getting through your content. And then what you do is you just like throw your points at it, and you just shaft him out of his friggin' tank gear. And bro, the anger because everybody's like, this motherfucker, you know damn well he deserves it. But well, guess what? I got the points.
Yeah, that does sound flawed.
It was such a flawed
That's
system.
such an
But
asshole thing
and
to
it
do.
and then the other thing was like I heard horror stories about this type of stuff. Queen, thanks for the host. Turkish tomatoes, what's going on? I used to hear horror stories, brother. Like bad stuff, man. Like chicks sending nudes to raid leaders for like increased on stuff. I'm like, what? Do people do this? Like, how do I get in on this? Yo, look at Cliffle's face. It's like, yo, what? I'm not even joking, bro. These were the things. Like, if Base was here, Base would tell you.
Wow.
Like, oh, and Josh, like, I'll just put this much out there. I'm not gonna say the name of Josh's guild, any of that. I'll just say this much. I've been to the dark side of that forum. I've seen plenty of breast for gear. Not even joking. And I was like, yo, why didn't somebody tell me there were perks to being a guild leader? Because all I thought when it came to guild, like being a guild leader was just stress. Unnecessary stress, bro.
That's so bad, man. Boobies for drops, boobies for equipment. It's
What's
for
going on, Kevo?
equips.
Oh, hell, the Red Queen and the Queen. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Wrong chat. What? Digital Flash Cannon. What's going on?
Got a one-man raid.
Oh, no. No. Did they really do this? Wonderlist Adventures got dropped early?
Dropped early.
Hold on, guys. What the fuck? Yo. Why did this happen? Uh-oh. I wonder if Left knows about this. Listen, Sammy, being a guild leader with perks like that, though, doesn't seem that bad. Come on now.
Wow, it really is out. Beta.
Okay. I'm not sure if Left knows about this. Because he's still doing the alert to win thing right now. Hip hops. Hip hops, dude. We're just talking about like what would happen like back in the day.
Where can I play that in?
Oh, right. That's a golden days of World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what, Sammy? I built a guild from scratch back in World of Warcraft days, from scratch, and it actually worked out. But it was on a brand new server for World of Warcraft. Like they had just released a server, and people were looking for like an actual organized guild. And I already had like the website from the guild that I was a part of. They were okay with you having subsectors of the guild on different servers. So that's what I did. And we already had like an established website and everything. So when like you put in chat, zoohq.com, they're like, holy shit, you have a domain and all this. And we just got members that way. And that we had like a rating calendar, everything. Like it wasn't too bad. And then after I had like officers that handled everything else.
Hell yeah. Running a guild is hard, man.
Oh yeah,
It's
yeah, yeah,
annoying.
yeah. Yeah, it's not fun, especially when it comes to like, especially the early phase of recruitment, trying to get the right members. it's like trying to build a cast all over. Like I legit, I'm like, all right, I need to get the right type of community. I don't want trolls. People come in, you got to give them opportunities, see what they're really like. You got to fill people out. Some people come on TeamSpeak or whatever voice over IP system that you're using, and you're like, oh man, this person didn't seem that bad in chat. Now you get them on team, you get them on like your Ventrilo, and you're just like, oh shit, this guy's got to go. It's like, dude, I don't miss that.
It's not fun. Like relay, relay, LOL. Running a guild is basically a job that doesn't pay you. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. No, I
True.
agree.
That's true. I
I can.
hated running guilds. Like, I inherited a guild when I think I was playing Latra. I've been around. I've played so many damn MMOs. The same as FIP. And I was running a big PvP guild. It's called a tribe on the Monster Play. And yeah, I inherited. I didn't want it at all. But I ran it for like a year. Oh, Rally, you better chill out.
Oh,
This is not my
oh,
chat.
this is not my community.
My community. Not my stream.
Don't you ever talk about relays like that, right? She's not a drunkard.
Oh, you gotta stop. Yeah, I was a guild leader for like a year. And, I mean, it was okay, because I knew the same guys in there, and they helped me out with it, but after a while, it wore on me. Trying to recruit people and keep them all in order, and
Mm-hmm.
I was a dick. I just kicked people out if they weren't a fit. We were hated so badly for so long. But I still
Yeah.
keep up with a lot of the people that were in the guild. I still play games with them sometimes. They'll hop on games with me, like the guy who's playing Ark with us, Jagger and
Uh-huh.
Merlin. Yeah, they're from those days.
Oh,
That
okay.
was years ago. So it's cool how you make connections with people like that,
Mm-hmm.
and stick with them.
Yeah.
Even though it was annoying to run a guild, you meet people and you get a good little circle going. What's up, Rafflo? How's it going, man?
You see, here goes the thing. You guys, you bring up WildStar. I was talking to Cliffle about WildStar last night, and I'm sitting here and I'm like, yo, Cliffle, I think I want to get back into it. I think I do. But a part of me is like, nah.
Like you kind of want to play it, but at the same time, it's like I'm just gonna move on from it. After a while, it's not really what
Yeah.
I want.
That's the thing. Like I know what I want from an MMO, guys, and I know I'm not gonna get it.
You should just go
Not
play
right
Eve
now.
with base, man.
No,
Get it over
no,
with.
no, I'm not. I'm not playing Eve. Not at all. I don't. Sammy, I miss MMO, but I was saying like I miss the good days of MMOs. I miss grouping, real grouping early on, early stages. You group to level. I'm not saying that I want it like to the point like I was saying Final Fantasy days, but I want to be able to just be like, yo, we have something here, and we're working on like building something amazing. And you actually build a community, and everybody talks to one another. Like I don't know, kind of like how the cast is. Like I feel like the same. I feel like the same thing is done over here, Sammy. Like I feel like the cast is like an MMO. You come on, you gotta have like the right equipment. Then eventually you meet the right people. I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, Rally played RuneScape.
Yeah.
You should show Rally that game you were looking at last night. What was the game? What?
Albion.
Albion Online.
Albion Online. Sammy. It's a lot. Like I don't know RuneScape. I've never played RuneScape. I don't even. I'm actually surprised. Last night, Clifford and I are looking, and we're like, why are people still playing RuneScape? Like RuneScape is at an all-time high right now, guys. Like I'm not even joking. It's like literally at an all-time high. Like RuneScape is at a point that doesn't even make sense. Like it doesn't add up to me that RuneScape is as popular as it is. I'm not joking, Cliffle. I'm not trying to bash your product. I think they have a good product. Maybe. I'm just saying
Maybe.
I don't get it. We're talking about like how like I'm looking at the graphics. And I'm like, what the fuck? Somebody actually logged in and played this? Like really?
Yeah. Like I never really liked RuneScape. I played it way back when I was in middle school. Uh, that's when I started playing it. Played in computer lab with a friend of mine. Didn't play it much after that, and I really got into it. Me and Pip were laughing about it last night. But Albion Online reminds me a lot of RuneScape. It had a lot of really cool stuff in it, like you could have your own land, you could buy your own land and raise
Yeah.
horses, and you can put crafting buildings and stuff like that. And you can do this in towns. Like people that you can have all your stuff in towns, and you can tax people to
Mm-hmm.
use your stuff, and you can raise horses and sell them as mounts to people. It's pretty neat.
All right. Look. Number one, I'm not saying graphics are everything because especially if you look at Albion Online, there's nothing about that game graphically that's going to be super satisfying.
No,
I'm not saying graphics are everything. What I'm trying to say here, guys, is that RuneScape is at the point where like the gameplay looks weird to me. The graphics don't help. To me, that's what I'm saying. You couldn't convince me to play that game. You couldn't. I don't give a hell who's playing it. I wouldn't even do it. I wouldn't pick it up. Just not gonna happen. There has to be like a good selling point, and that game does not have any selling point to me. But you see, like I think a lot of people that like RuneScape, they've come from it, so they enjoy it.
the Luffy K has been playing Albion. That's cool. Yeah, I agree with you though. I mean, the game has to look somewhat presentable. Like, I can't play Dwarf Fortress. RG loves fucking Dwarf Fortress. I can't stand it because it's
We were
just
talking about Dwarf Fortress last night,
it's
dude.
just shit on the screen.
Oh my
He will bring
god,
it up
dude.
anytime he can because he loves that damn game. I cannot stand Dwarf Fortress. It's cool because it has so much depth to it. There's so much you can do with it. It's cool, but there's just no way. It's not visually pleasing to me. It's like playing a text adventure game. Or choose your own adventure. That's fine. If you want to do that, that's cool. Like people play RuneScape and World of Warcraft. I don't see why. I know why, but it doesn't appeal to me.
Yeah.
They play it because it's accessible. It's fun, and they have their friends doing it. Mostly, I think. That's the biggest thing about World of Warcraft and RuneScape. RuneScape was extremely accessible since it's a browser game that was free for a long time. I don't know if that's changed, but
Ooh.
people had fun with it. And it was simple. But in World of Warcraft, everybody knew about it. Everybody and their grandma knew what WoW was, basically. I guess that's where that accessibility comes from. Everybody plays it. Everybody puts time. You play WoW despite me. Hey, I'm fine with you having fun doing whatever you want to do.
All right, Luffy.
Just don't expect me
I,
to endorse it.
I'm telling you right now. Get WoW the hell out of my face. Number one. Don't talk about WoW around me. All right, guys. Don't do it. I'm not joking. I blame WoW for where MMOs are right now. Okay. I blame WoW for me not enjoying MMOs. WoW is the reason that classes are no longer a unique thing. Classes are just all the same shit, except they wear different armor. That's all. That's all that is. That's all it is. Because WoW is the reason that we have. Cliff and I were saying it last night. What happened to tanks being tanks? Yo, damn.
Who did that?
Timid,
What me?
Timid is a savage. Timid is savage. Yo, World of Warcraft is the reason that we don't have tanks being tanks. We don't have DPS roles being DPS. We don't have healers being healers. There's no reason to have a person like making a class that can do three different things, and then all of them do the same shit. You know, like what is going on? Like, why do you have to have a shadow priest, a healing priest, and some other variation of the priest? And then after you do the same thing for the druid, and the only thing that changes is that like the skill, the animation, the skill looks different. Like, come on, dude. What happened to the good days of just like legit giving? You roll a warrior, and now you're a fucking warrior. You know, like you're known for two handing, but you sacrifice that you are not going to be great at defense like a paladin would be great at defense. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah, you might have the armor, but you do not have the, you don't have close to the same skill set as a paladin. But the paladin knows that it will never out DPS a warrior, but it knows that it will out tank a warrior. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of like there's no true CC classes anymore. Everybody just does the same shit, just a different animation, dude. And I hate what, and I blame that on World of Warcraft. World of Warcraft was the reason this even became a thing. It really did.
Yeah. Everybody has heals. Everybody has DC and tank skills and invulnerability, and everybody's a damn jackknife. And then there's like that
Yeah,
one class that gets shafted and doesn't get anything. You
that
always
was like
have that.
Warlock. That was Warlock at the beginning.
Yeah.
Vanilla. Oh my god, poor Warlock. They were like, what do we do with this shit? Let's give it some pets, and let's give it damage over time. But you know, let's make sure the dots will never amount to what nukes actually do. All right, now you should feel unique. You're like, yeah, I do. You're right. Nobody wants me in raids. I had to re-roll my like that was my first class. I had to re-roll immediately. No, actually, my first was a rogue. Nobody wanted rogues at all because everybody rolled a rogue on a PvP server. That was just a jackass move. And then my warlock, I made second, and come to find out, it just lacked in every category possible.
That was the
Then I
first
ended up
character I
making,
made when I played the private server.
yeah.
Very underwhelming.
In the same way, FIP is playing. Oh, dude, and I agree. League of Legends is the reason that MOBAs are horrible. League of Legends found a way to make something that was actually complicated at one point, made it too simplistic, and then you're just like, oh, okay. And then when you actually try to explain to somebody why you watch MOBAs, all they can think about is League of Legends. They don't ever think that Dota's a good MOBA. You know, none of those count anymore. The only thing that matters is League of Legends, and that's the same for MMOs. Only MMO anybody ever talks about is World of Warcraft. You try to bring up any other MMO, people are. It's like you have to be within like a gaming community like this, where people will actually step out of their comfort zone. And the funny thing is, Cliff, you said last night, I think, like people, you can bring up World of Warcraft to anybody and they know what it is.
Hmm.
Like anywhere, you can just go anywhere and they're like, oh yeah, I know World of Warcraft. Mm-hmm. You try to bring up Arcade though, and they're like, hell no.
Oh yeah, Diablo 2. Yep.
Mm.
Stupid ass Diablo 3.
Yeah, Diablo 2 is amazing. You see, and that's what I miss. And you see, they found a way to remove that interaction in the game. You get the amazing drop, and then after you go into a trade chat, and you're just sitting in trade chat all day, trying to trade off your perfect item for the perfect item that you want. You know, to me that was great, dude. And then people start getting used to who to trade with, and everybody's like, yeah, Cliff was safe to trade with. I've traded with him multiple times, and then you get known in the community for being that person that won't like isn't trading duped items or anything and legit. And you know, like you build something. What happened to that? Oh yeah, LOL does take over many of lives. Many. They do not get returned. They come back ragier than ever.
The Buster was playing Tree of Savior too, man.
Oh yeah, yeah, I know. I know Buster got
I
in.
didn't know he was playing. Otherwise, I'm
Oh
gonna
damn.
hit him up. Told him to play with me in
I
Corey.
I I read his chat. He was over here playing Barbarian, the broken class.
The broken class.
Yo, guys, Clifford, you gotta talk about that, man.
Dude, I'm gonna go on a rant if I start because
No, it's the reality of it, though. You
I
gotta let people know.
I went into the forums after the beta test because I was gonna drop some feedback and let them know like what was my issues like as far as the UI and uh, little things like that. And I see a whole bunch of posts about this class is OP, this class is OP, that class is OP. Like the here, give you some context here. You couldn't level very fast at all. They had the experience rate pretty low for this beta because they didn't want you to test late game content. Now, granted, there are 500 levels in this game. You can level up to level 500. The highest level person on the server was, I think, 107, and they were playing constantly. But yeah, to say that classes were OP this early on the first closed beta is just ridiculous. And you can't even test a game that is fully maxed out. Ridiculous. And yeah, Buster, I was reading that thread and I was just like, are you serious? Like, to me, I felt like most of the classes felt underwhelming. I didn't get to play Barbarian because I leveled up almost all the classes to like 20 something. I had a swordsman was my last class because I didn't want to do a melee class at first. I ended up doing it. It was actually one of my favorite ones to use. Like when I got to Highlander, I wouldn't say it was OP. It was more rather that it was. I think it was the right strength for the circle, the class rank. Like if you get to rank 3 classes, you should be strong. Like you should be able to take on mobs and all that. I don't know. There wasn't even PvP yet.
Exactly. How do you complain? You see, this is the problem, right, guys? You see, this is the thing. People are just way too. That's why I hate forums. This is why I feel as if like games should even have forums anymore. The only thing that you can do in the forums is report bugs. Otherwise, don't talk about classes. Do not come to me about anything else. You come to me, you tell me about a bug. That is what you're in my beta for right now. Okay? Do not talk about classes. I don't give a fuck what you have to say. What I want you to do is tell me what's not working. Otherwise, keep your mouth shut. Because you know what? Everything is OP and you're underpowered. And the thing is that, all right, like, don't get me wrong, it happens. But you know what? You know what? You see, the same thing I did back in the day. I didn't go on the forums and complain about how warlocks are underpowered. It's obvious that devs are going to realize that based off of content, demographics of like who's going into raids, and they're not seeing enough warlocks in there, that obviously there's a problem with warlocks. So eventually the devs will get to fixing them.
Mm-hmm.
You can't expect them to just immediately do this balance. And then the problem is that devs all of a sudden now just feel as if they need to respond to people on forums and give them the things that they want. No, you don't. You don't owe us anything. Okay? If you do not like your class, play another class. I don't give a fuck if you dedicated 2 months of leveling it. Guess what? Everybody else did that's playing the same as that class. You know what they did? They re-rolled. Instead of complaining, just roll something else or deal with it, dude. I hate the complaints on forums about OP this, OP that.
Yeah, they ruin games, man.
Yeah,
they ruin.
And timid. You see exactly what you said. Learn to play the damn game. Anybody that played WildStar, Esper supposedly was a piece of shit. On release, it was a piece of shit. A guy releases a video on the right rotation for Esper, and I swear to God, the whole Esper forum blew up. Everybody's dropping their spell slinger. People are re-rolling the Esper because now it's broken. But before that video released, it was the worst class possible. It didn't do damage. Nothing was done properly. And I'm like, dude, you assholes, instead of you learning rotations on your own, understanding your class, actually reading what abilities do, making sure you put the right thing on your toolbar, considering cooldowns and everything, maybe, you would actually been to that point without somebody having to hold your hands and show you how to play it. Oh, my God.
I think that's another issue with people being able to solo the whole game. They're easy content. Is that they don't learn their class.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't. They don't.
But just the thing about Tree of Savior, I was so pissed that people were complaining about a character that seemed like they could kill mobs faster than them. That damage class can kill stuff faster than my healer. This pisses me off. What? I'm fucking furious right now.
Like, you do realize you're a healer. You, no, but the funny thing is, I showed Cliffle a video of a guy that's playing a zombie class in Tree of Savior.
Oh yeah, the
And
Bocor.
Cliffle saw it. This guy is not doing anything. He's not pressing buttons. He's literally standing in one spot, and the zombies is killing every fucking thing on the screen. What's gonna happen when these people find that out? That's what I'm worried about. When they see that, when they see a person getting XP at the same rate as them without doing anything, like literally probably go make dinner, come back, and already gain 2 levels. What's gonna happen then? Because if you're salty now, when you're doing actions, you're gonna be hell salty when you find there's a person not even doing a damn thing. You're gonna be furious.
Yep. And I saw some of those classes, the Bocor classes in the game, and it was cool. But none of the
Mm-hmm.
classes seemed too strong to me. If anything, they seemed underwhelming. Like wizard classes really weren't that great. Cleric was kind of tough to figure out as far as because you have to kind of build for what you're gonna be later on. You know, you can't be like a crappy paladin if you're going all in magic or something like that. I was going into magic and physical and stuff like that, but I was still hitting like a wet noodle.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
instead of nerfing a class just because it kills stuff fast, it's a melee damage class that is supposed to be straight DPS. Instead of nerfing that, how about boosting the other classes to be a little bit better in their own regards?
Exactly.
Balancing that.
I agree. I agree 100%, dude. I agree with that statement. To me, like, that needs to happen. We need to see a few things change. Like, first off, the MMO community would have to change. I don't know if that's gonna happen. Don't think so.
We're in a privileged, give me everything type of
Yeah.
generation.
Lunar Knot, thanks for the host, brother. Shouts to Lunar Knot, dude. Known him for a very long time. Great caster. Um, there's a few things. Few things would need to be changed. Devs would have to like companies would have to be okay with just sitting there and be like, look, you know people are gonna bitch. You know it. You know? What are we gonna do about this? Who's the handsome guy at the top left of the stream? That is Cliffle, aka Cliffle.
Said that.
Okay. FC360.
FC.
And then I think matter of fact I think Lethal Kitten had something to say about you too.
Lethal Kitten, what'd she say?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was a little bit earlier. Lethal Kitten, are you still here? Hey, Chicken Lover, I'm pretty good. How about yourself? MK, yeah, I can believe the fighting community is pretty bad. I was actually watching MKX last night, and I'm like, yeah, I can see somebody bitching about this soon enough.
Yeah. I get beat by that person when they use that character. I don't like it.
I don't like losing to a counter match, and you're just like, oh, okay.
I mean, of course
Yeah,
there
you're
are
right.
obvious balance issues with some things, you know,
Yeah.
and obviously you have to give your feedback on it. But just stop and think for a second. Instead of going into a forum and saying, this class is just completely out of fucking control. Whooping my ass all the time. It's God mode OP. Get some constructive criticism. If you can't do that, then don't give feedback.
Yeah, don't. Yeah, because if your criticism is just based off of just straight up anger, is it you don't have anything productive. You're just sitting here crying about something, then you're just doing it all wrong, dude.
Yeah.
You're not actually helping. And then what happens is you start the whole raging. You do. Like you encourage that shit now because now somebody's gonna defend their class. And they're like, all right, so that's how you feel? All right, well, you know what? Nobody bitched and moaned when your shit was broken though, right? And then boom. No, nothing's getting done. All this is just a friggin' shit fest of everybody complaining about nerfs and buffs. But nobody knows why there needs to be a nerf and nobody knows why there needs to be a buff.
I love one of those posts that was in that barbarian thread. Like, it's obvious that you're a barbarian, dude. You can just... So you're, no matter what you say, your opinion doesn't matter because everybody knows that barbarian is super OP. or stupid OP or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Straight up told a
Yeah.
dude that his opinion didn't matter.
What happened? That's what a person said?
Yeah.
No, Miss Girl, don't go to the forums. I swear, don't go to forums. Like, especially, I'm not joking. We could probably go to World of Warcraft forums right now. Like, we could probably go right now, and you would just see like a shitstorm up there
Toxicity.
about, and they're probably complaining about things that it's about to come in the expansion. The expansion's not even out yet. They're probably not even doing like a real beta test yet, and people are already complaining about like the Demon Hunter class that's coming out. How much you want to bet we could go on the forums and like, why are they making a demon hunter? We already have a hunter. Why didn't you give us demons? And just like, why do you merge? And you're just like, what the
Why do they look
fuck
so
are you?
stupid? Why are they wearing that? I don't like
Like,
this.
this is dumb. You guys are just fucking idiots. And it's like, all right. Well, there it goes. That's our community, guys. Beautiful.
Cry about RNG in games like Diablo 3. RNG is another thing, man. I like when I played Destiny, I could not stand the RNG in that game. You were playing at a pretty decent time though, Fib. Like after, oh god, all the cryptarch shit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I got into Destiny like a month ago, so I'm enjoying Destiny. I personally think Destiny is an amazing game. I didn't experience. All right, well, I experienced it technically because I watched a launch. I watched a lot of the launch, and I was like, "This is nothing like they advertised. This is nothing close to how they advertised it. This is nope. This is complete bullshit." But eventually, they opened their eyes. It's actually starting to like shape up to be a real MMO, in my opinion. Like coming up, like the second year that they're doing, this is shaping up to be like a real game. So I'm looking forward to it. I think the thing is that like I've said it, I want like a Borderlands feel to an MMO,
Yeah.
right? Where like I have no problem with complete RNG. Like I like the fact that like in Borderlands, I can get a shitty ass drop or I can get an amazing ass drop, and I can kill like the most epic thing and not get anything at all sometimes. And you know what? I'm actually okay with that. Like, go ahead, give me that. I actually feel as if it makes for like replayability,
Yeah.
because then you're like, well, there is a chance of it dropping. Kind of like Final Fantasy 11 as a perfect example. Whenever you would grind for a weapon in Final Fantasy 11, there was a chance of you not getting that drop. That drop that you're grinding your ass off for, and it could just drop something basic as all hell, or it could drop a crafting material. But that's what made you like keep going back to the same thing. You want your drop.
Yeah.
And sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. I was telling Cliffle, I was telling the guys about a story of 2 months, 2 3 months of grinding at the same thing for my friend, and it was just like everybody had the biggest problem with Final Fantasy 11 was the timers. That was a problem. That's what kind of killed the game for me. Everybody knew when something was going to respawn. So like, well, be back here exactly at 12 o'clock, then 2 o'clock, then 4 o'clock. Everything's on a 2 hour timer. So they were just like, all right, we'll be back for this thing at this specific time.
Yeah.
So it,
Taken King is looking a lot better. Ginger. So I'll call you Rudine again. I I've talked the most shit about Destiny. It will tell you all of them.
mm-hmm.
Because I bought the game when it came out. I was excited for it to be something that it wasn't, and it it sucked to me for a while. I played it. I played the shit out of it. I played the raids, and then I stopped, and I gave up on it. But I'm seeing Taken King now, and I want to hate it. I want to go ahead and get my shit talking about it out now. But things I've seen on it, the things that they're fixing and all that, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But I'm still reluctant to pay money
Oh yeah,
for it.
yeah. And there's no way I'm not. I don't blame you at all. Like I agree with that. There's no way that you can just sit here and just be like, yeah, all right, I'm okay with this. Nah. If you've been shafted before by a company, you're not gonna have that confidence.
I probably will get it again, but it's gonna be after Metal Gear Solid, quite a while after Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah.
If you guys didn't know, if you're new and didn't hear it the other day, was that Phipps got his PS4 lined up finally.
Mm-hmm. Mm, Metal Gear Solid PS4.
Beautiful.
I'll give it. That thing is beautiful, guys. If you have not seen that Metal Gear Solid PS4, I'm just gonna show you a quick picture. Like I wanted the Destiny one. Don't get me wrong. I still think Destiny one looks beautiful, but this thing right here to me, like even the controller, something about like, oh my god, do I have a look at that? Look at that thing, guys. Look at this. This thing is so fucking beautiful. I don't know what it is. Something about the gold with like the hint of blue.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, man! I'm not even gonna play with that controller. I'm getting another controller. I can't. I'm not touching that thing. I can't, guys. Not doing it.
Can't get
Not
barbecue
doing it.
sauce on it.
Mm-mm.
Can't be
This-
dropping Cheetos on that.
nope, not at all. That thing is just getting. I'm buying that Destiny PS4. Ginge, look, I don't even blame you. I'm just like I think this thing is. I think the Destiny one is beautiful, but I like something about this one. Was like I was sold. I really like red and gold a lot, though. Like I love that color combo.
Yeah, and they're both going to be the new models of PS4, the new type, the CUH 1200. It's a lighter, uh, power saving PS4, and it's supposed to be quieter too.
Mm.
So, part of that new line.